Everyone knows right now about Rowan, one of our residents. He's 2.5 years old, and he's undergoing a very tough battle with cancer. It's going to be a long and lengthy battle, and the community is kind of adopting him. There's been a lot of events. A couple of weeks ago, the residents had a parade for him. There have been fundraisers, and it was an extraordinary event this past Monday. The Warwick Police Department, and in particular, Sergeant Matt Higgins, put this together. He reached out to police departments from all over the city. We had a Boston police officer there. We had a Massachusetts State Police helicopter. The first responders, our fire department showed up, other fire departments. I think there were over 40 cities and towns, Massachusetts and Rhode Island that participated. And anyone that saw it, it was just an incredible thing. I think there were 120 to 150 police cars, some of them vintage. We had some DPW equipment out there because those guys wanted to pitch in. Our fire departments, some other fire departments, vintage fire trucks. It was just incredible. I mean, we had massive traffic jams, but I don't think anyone minded. It was just incredible watching the community come together for this little boy. And like I said, all our uniform personnel, they just reached out. We reached out. They reached out, and they came through for us. And it was just extraordinary. It's not something I've never seen.
We've seen, especially with the department, that the city really comes together. We've done a lot of stuff with the community over the past year, especially with everything going on with the pandemic, and everybody really comes together when necessary, and especially with Rowan and his family. We put something out just a few weeks ago, and the support we've seen pouring in is really incredible.
Teacher vaccination clinic, which is being run by the school department, starting this Saturday, and it will run for 2 consecutive Saturdays after that. And then, of course, the second shots will be after that. The fire department is working with the school department, with the state, to get our teachers vaccinated. It's going to be not only teachers, it's going to be staff, it's going to be custodians, bus drivers, it's going to be all in-school personnel, everyone that comes in contact with the kids. The pool update, we're a little bit of bad news today. There's another pump that, again, it wasn't taken care of, wasn't maintained properly. It's actually not the right pump. So we're going to have to order another one of those. We've gone out to bid on it. It's going to have to go before the city council. Shouldn't be too much more of a delay because we're still working on the other aspects of it in the interim. So we're hurrying as fast as we can. Like I said, it was in really bad shape. But the good news is we're going to have a good maintenance contract in place. We're going to take care of it this time, and everything's going to be new. So I'm anticipating this happening again. We know times are hard, and this past week or the previous week, some of you got water bills that threatened shut off. It didn't give a specific date. What I've done is we're not going to be shutting utilities off during this pandemic, but if you make payment arrangements, it was always required that you had to give half down. We've reduced that to 25% down, and the water department will work with you on that too. We want to help you through these times. There's actually a program available through West Bay Community Action, and the water department can steer you that way if you need to be. Like I said, we want to work with you. Make a payment arrangement with me, honor it, and not with me, with the water department, honor it, and we'll keep everything going. We're going to lean on each other. This spring, we're going to continue the paving program. We're setting our priorities on what streets need attention most. I know a lot of our main roads, like Sandy Lane, Harding Road. We're looking at it. We have to stretch the money as far as we can, and we're going to do the best we can. It's going to be a very well thought out program. Also, I was down today. I went to a demonstration of an item called a hot box. This was the brainchild of a water department director, Terry DiPetrillo. It'll enable us to keep asphalt hot and the temperature needs to be put in. We can store it for a couple of days here. It'll do away with having cold patch in the winter because we'll always have the asphalt that we need there. We do a much better job It's going to save a lot of money. It's going to pay for itself very quickly because we don't have to go every day to get asphalt and then dump out the stuff that's gotten cold. We'll always be able to keep it hot. We'll be able to do a much better job. You know, a pothole is not the death knell of a road. You don't need a new road because you have one pothole. It just needs to be done properly, and this will allow us to do that. So I'm very excited about that. I was down for the demonstration. I've already authorized to go ahead with beginning the purchase. I mean, it still has to go through hurdles. It has to, you know, we have to go through the process. It has to be approved by City Council, which I'm sure it will be. We want to get that out and get it on the streets as soon as possible. Okay, well, that was it for this week. Again, if you have questions, just get them to us. You know, you can use the Facebook page. You can message them to us, and we'll answer them. I know there's a lot you want to know. We give you what the high points of what's going on. There's a lot of minutia going on there I don't think you would care about. But, you know, it's great keeping in touch with you, and we'll see you next week.